Reggie Bush, who said, "It feels like I got drafted all over again." Never made it out of Detroit to get to Arizona. The multifaceted running back agreed to terms on a 4-year deal with the Detroit Lions, the team has announced via its website on Wednesday. The former number 2 overall pick spent the last 2 seasons with the Miami Dolphins trying to prove he can be a feature back, and now he'll get the chance to take the bulk of the load with the Lions as well. Bush, who had a visit scheduled with the Cardinals, will step into a backfield that has been without Yodid Best, but also includes Michael Leschauer. Arizona was interested, but Bush clearly had his sights set on the Lions, who have more offensive firepower. The Lions, who relied too heavily on wideout Calvin Johnson in 2012, should be able to better utilize Bush's skills as a receiver out of the backfield. Wednesday moves: Steelers head backup QB Bell. Brutal reality dawns as free agency begins. To have guys of that caliber, Calvin Johnson and Barry Sanders, I believe, mentioned me on Twitter. "It means a lot to have support like this," Bush said Wednesday after signing the contract. "This is the first time I'd been a free agent. This is uncharted waters for me. I was very nervous. I got about 2-3 hours of sleep, just thinking about all the possibilities. We had such a great meeting, it almost seemed perfect. And when he did sleep, maybe Bush had visions of playing in the same defense as Johnson. It's a running back's dream, watching film, seeing those safeties deep and those safeties rolling over to double cover Calvin," he said. Rumors of the move had been greeted with applause by Bush's new teammates. "Definitely where we are. He definitely would be the missing piece," Lions offensive guard Rob Sims said. "With our aerial attack, and he can catch the ball the way we can out of the backfield, and some of the other running game stuff we got in place, I think it's tailor-made for him." Bush has 950 rush yards and 30 or more catches in 2 straight seasons. The last Lions back to do so was Barry Sanders in 1997 and 1998. Bush, 28, caught 88 passes in his rookie season of 2006 and has averaged 47 receptions per year since then. Of course, the numbers that truly have made the former number 2 overall pick more attractive to the Lions than he was during his time with the New Orleans Saints are his rushing stats over the past 2 years: 2,072 yards and 12 touchdowns with an average of 4.6 yards per attempt. "I think it was obvious with the stuff that Yodid could do his first 5 games when we had him healthy in 2011, we were just better," Sims said. "Simple as that. We missed that last year for sure. Bush has been more durable lately. He missed only 1 game in his 2 seasons in Miami after playing all 16 games only once during his 5 seasons with the Saints." With Bush slipping away, the Cardinals signed free agent back Rashard Mendenhall to a 1-year contract. The Lions broke the seal on both the tailback and cornerback markets Wednesday. Corner Chris Houston will remain in Detroit after agreeing to a 5-year deal worth $25 million with $15.5 million in the first 3 years of the contract, according to a person who has reviewed the details of the pact. The person spoke to USA Today Sports on condition of anonymity because the terms were not to be discussed publicly. Houston has spent the past 3 seasons in Detroit, and the Lions were intent on keeping him for a 4th. They've made it happen, as Houston becomes the first of the top corners to agree to a deal, thus perhaps kick-starting the market that was sluggish through the first day of free agency. Houston has 8 picks in 3 seasons with the Lions, including a 5-interception season in 2011. The Lions also added a new part to a depleted defensive line, bringing Jason Jones back to Motown. Jones, who went to Southfield Lathrop for high school and Eastern Michigan for college, agreed to terms Wednesday. His agent, Mike McCartney, tweeted the news. Jones had 3 sacks in a backup role with the Seattle Seahawks last year and began his NFL career with the Tennessee Titans, under Lions coach Jim Schwartz. He can play both defensive end and defensive tackle but could be in line for a starting role with Cliff Avril likely to sign elsewhere. Jones has 18.5 career sacks in 5 seasons. Willie Young, who was given a 2nd-round restricted free agent tender Tuesday, and Ronald Lewis are the only other defensive ends under the Lions' control.